Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Linchpin Comics Editors Q&A Part 2. We're focusing on developmental editing. And Coriolanus Rex will be with us soon, and Randall Gary cannot attend this week due to prior obligations. So let's get started. You have the floor, Richard.
Well, first of all, the only person who gave me the name of their stories was Rayce. Luke, what's the name of your story?
The Road to New Salah?
You're gonna spell that for me. Go on and type that in the chat. Unless you're good with the military jargon. Road to New Salah. What is Salah, Luke?
Salah is a Hebrew word for contemplation.
Alrighty.
Yeah, not to be confused with C'est La Vie. That's a pop song.
Alrighty. We also never discussed exactly what number of issues you want the first part of the story to be. I know frequency is monthly. For Randall, he wanted 60 chapters every week. Rayce is 8 chapters and 4 chapters for Law, the Claw, and the Ward, respectively, 1 every 2 months. And for Coriolanus, he wants 1 every 2 months. So, how many issues or chapters do you want your comic to be in total?
Chapters in total. The problem is I haven't calculated how many series it would take.
Just the first arc, just one enclosed story to begin. That could be completely fine to be left on its own and you'd be satisfied with never having to write another one, but open to doing so. That's the goal. For example, if the guy who wrote Dragon Ball Z ended it right after the Frieza arc, would have been fine. Would have been a great ending. Same with the Cell Saga. If it had ended right after Cell Saga, would have been fine. Great ending. Boo Saga, not so much. But so on and so forth. Every arc should be planned that it could be the ending, in case nobody likes your garbage. In case it doesn't sell at all, you could put your hands up, say you're done with it, and be fine. But have the option of continuing. Okay, so I've repeated myself 3 times, 3 different ways. What you got?
I'll just go on a limb and say, like, over the course of 1 arc.
It can be hard to say if you don't know anything about your arc yet, if you don't have anything outlined.
Have you at least written a beginning, middle, and end? Just 1 sentence for each?
Well, yeah, but I was under the impression we had to make 3 arcs for like different setups because. Oh, but never mind that. I'll just go on a limb and say 10.
10 it is.
Yeah, that's a pretty good number. Multiples of 2 are usually pretty good. And hell,
multiples of 5, you mean?
What?
Multiples of 5, you mean?
What do you mean multiples of 5?
Multiples of 5 are usually the golden numbers. Because you got 5 fingers on each hand. 10 is a multiple of 5, but 5 always does it too.
I'm not sure where you're getting that, but okay. I do multiples of 2 because then I can split up the entire 3-act the 3-act structure evenly.
All right. Now, apparently Luke had some questions he wanted me to answer, particularly around the process.
No, I didn't. I was just figuring out the process.
Okay. Then that covers that. Was that it, guys? Really?
No, you're obviously supposed to ask us more questions. Like I wanted to ask us more about plot and characters and setting to really force us to think of things to add to the story.
Did you do your homework? Like I asked. Oh, hi, Rex. Good of you to join us.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey. Well, we just got finishing up from last time. I never got the name of your story.
That is because I have not come up with a good one yet.
Okay.
During the course of the stream, I will think about it, but for now, let's just carry on.
Yeah.
Okay. Second one is what is the total amount of chapters you want the first arc to be?
I didn't give you that one in the first one?
No. You want one every 2 months and page count of 25 each. I didn't get the total amount of issues or chapters you want. And like I just said to Luke 3 times now, what you got to do is plan out one arc that if you never had to write any more again, you'd be fine with that, but you leave room for more stories. So, for example, Frieza arc. If DBZ had ended on the Frieza arc, would anybody have been disappointed? No, it'd been great. It would have been a great end. Same with the Cell Saga. If it would have ended there, everybody would have been happy, including the writer. So it should be to the point that if your story just turns out to not make any money at all, you can ditch it and say, you know what, I'm satisfied. I did the best I could. Let's move on. So how many issues do you think that would take?
What's a regular miniseries issue?
5.
5? Well, let's try 6.
6 it is. With one every 2 months, would be done within a year. Fantastic. The other question I had for you was, what was the name of the comic book you wanted me to imitate? A style you wanted to imitate it?
Oh, it was Northlanders.
Northlanders.
Yep.
Alrighty. Alright. I'll write that down. Below.
Actually, let's go with a working title for my thing, Spearhead.
Spearhead. Alrighty.
Yeah. And again, it's a working title. It could always be changed later. But yeah, just for reference, we'll just leave it as that.
Alright, we're going to start with Coriolanus here.
What's up?
I forgot the question. Can you give me a second? I need to figure out what I was going to ask. I need silence. Alright, I'm good. My question was, you said that yours started off with sexual themes right at the beginning, correct? Was that you?
With what?
That was Randall.
That was Randall. Okay, then. Then my first question is going to be about the characters. Give me the main protagonist.
Main protagonist. Well, I'm working with 4 of them right now.
Okay, so there's 4 protagonists.
Yeah. So I don't have actual everyday names for them, but their aliases. I have that.
Okay, give me that. 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, there's Surge.
Surge. Next.
Brimstone.
Brimstone.
Mantle.
Next. Mantle. Mantel.
Yep.
Next.
And Torrent.
Torrent. And you told me about them already. A little bit. All right, but back to Surge's electric based, right?
Yeah.
Electric. Brimstone, fire.
Yep.
Fire.
We'll have to double check to make sure none of these names have already been used.
It's fine. It's fine if your names have been used before. Every name's been used.
It makes a good point there. It's I think it's to the level that they copy.
Nobody sued Jon Stewart for stealing the Green Lantern's name when he changed his name, okay?
What are you talking about?
Jon Stewart, the comedian, quote-unquote, Green Lantern, the Black Green Lantern. His name is Jon Stewart.
Yeah, we know that, but who the hell is Jon Stewart outside of that? Never heard of this one.
The Daily Show.
That's his name. It's his name.
No, it's not. He changed his name. His birth name is Hallowitz or something like that. He changed it to Jon Stewart.
Oh, yes, I remember that now.
Yeah, nobody sued his ass.
That's because it's 2 completely different things. That's a persona of a stand-up comedian, or at least what's supposedly a stand-up comedian, versus a comic book intellectual property name.
But they don't
have.
No,
I know where Rayce is coming from. It's the same reason I mentioned the Astro City Hellhound character to him.
Yeah, because I don't want
to watch out for that.
Deal with copyright bullshit.
Here's the thing. The only thing that I know for a fact DC has copyright is the word superhero. So long as you don't name your comic book
really?
company DC, yes, they own the word superhero, one word. And then there's the names of their brands. Wildstorm. You can't create a comic book company called Wildstorm because DC does that. Same for Vertigo, etc. But here's a complete list. I am looking at a complete list of things they have. American Century, Astro City, Bionicle. These are the only thing you can't steal are the actual IPs. You can even name a story the exact same thing, so long as it's not the same character. Right here.
I remember.
Right here, there's one called Shadowheart, not related at all to... Oh, I know. I'm thinking of something else. Okay, but you get my point.
Si, senor.
Yes. Oh, and here's a clear example, perfect example. Queen of Blades. There's the Queen of Blades in the StarCraft series, and then there's the Queen of Blades in the Fable mythology. No legal issues there.
Are those titles or actual names?
Those are their actual names. There's the Queen of Blades in StarCraft, and then there's the Queen of Blades in Fable. It's Jack of Blades Squeeze, I guess. We never seen her. We only know her story.
Okay, then. But if something happens, so there is a legal issue, like we get sued for having a character named Brimstone. There's already one that exists. Then you're gonna get fired, dude.
You're not gonna. You can't trademark names of characters. You can only trademark the characters themselves.
It was that guy's fault. Sue him.
What's that?
It was that guy's fault. Sue him.
Yeah. Another thing, Superman. Characters can use the word Superman in any movie. Iron Giant used the word Superman. Nobody got sued, and they didn't have to pay for that shit either. You can even quote songs. You can quote other characters, and nothing's going to happen to you. You can name check people in your stories. Nothing's going to happen to you. That's fine. And calling your character Brimstone, such a generic name, isn't going to get you any trouble. If we were restricted to that, we could never name our characters anything, because every character name you could think of has been used somewhere.
That is true. I do know, like Marvel, they tried to sue City of Heroes way back when that game came out, and they lost the thing because it was a frivolous lawsuit.
Mm-hmm. A lot of those.
Yeah. It's because they thought that they were giving players the chance to rip off their characters.
Because you can customize a character to look like anything, you're stealing from people who your players rip off. Bullshit. But I can make my character look like
exactly. That's what the court said too.
Yeah. Fuck you. That's like suing Microsoft Paint because somebody drew Superman in it without permission. But
so anyway, I do get where Rayce is coming from there. That's good that he asked that one. But carrying on.
Oh, another clear example, Witchblade. There's the American comic Witchblade, and then there's the slightly pornographic manga, an anime Witchblade. Completely unrelated. I think it's pornographic. It's just completely full of fan service, and I don't like shows with fan service. Yeah. So no, you don't have to worry about that.
Now let's move on.
Yep, let's move on. So you got your main protagonist. Who are your antagonists?
He's up in the air right now. I haven't come up with a name for him yet. It's kind of hard to pinpoint a name that that describes somebody who's got telepathic powers and marginal light construction powers.
I thought you said he was telekinetic.
Telekinetic, yeah, that's the same thing.
No, it's not.
So long as you don't name him Tetsuo, you're fine. But concerning your protagonist, you said each of them balances a separate one. Is Surge and Mantle opposites, or is Surge and Torrent opposites?
Surge and Torrent are opposites. Mantle and Brimstone are opposites.
Perfect. Going with the Final Fantasy type basing, I see.
Oh, you know what? To be truthfully honest, I never played a whole lot of Final Fantasy.
Well, in Final Fantasy, lightning and water counter each other, and fire and ice cancel each other, but still, Earth, I think, is still effective against fire and vice versa. So, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I'll date myself. I only played like the first two Final Fantasies.
Mm-hmm. Now, going to Rayce or Luke. Characters.
All right.
Give me the MP.
Michael
Michael.
and Delinta.
2 protagonists. Delinta.
Mhm.
All right, Michael, tell me about him.
He's the average. Let's see. Oh, he's the main perspective of the book. Oh yeah, I've said this before, but he's basically a young Christian man who can't stand the fact that he lives in a world that seems to get worse and worse with each year. And so he dreams of a new place and finally has a chance to find this new place.
So he has the ability to walk into his own dream?
No. No, someone from this another world shows up and actually has a way to get to this other world, and he wants to go there too.
Alrighty. Well, before that's a little bit too complicated. Give me a one-liner for the character that describes him. Just a basic.
He's a meek person who needs a nudge, who just needs a little nudge to get better.
Hang on, let me give me an example here. Surge has electric powers. Brimstone has fire-based powers. Mantle has earth-based powers. Torrent has water-based powers. Each character counteracts each other. How's that for description? What is Michael's abilities?
Low-level telekinesis.
Okay, low-level telekinesis.
If I remember correctly, that doesn't come until partway through the arc, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything you tried to say there is what I'm going to ask next after we've got our characters. All right, antagonists. Oh, well, tell me about Delinta.
Ruthless.
Her abilities.
High level telekinesis and telekinesis and what's the word? Telekinesis.
Just describe the power. I'll tell you what the name is.
Mind reader.
Telepathy.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Antagonists.
Jacob.
Jacob. Tell me about Jacob. What did he do?
Mid-level telekinesis.
Okay. Telekinesis. Rayce.
Yeah.
MP. What was his name?
Clay Roberts.
Clay Roberts. Oops. Clay Roberts. And main protagonist of the other one, of Ward.
What was his name?
You tell me.
I'm talking to myself. We'll call him Jamie Weston.
Are you sure that's the name? You can just look it up and I'll wait.
No, I just came up with that at the top of my head because I haven't came up with him.
Jamie Weston.
Weston.
Weston. All right. Other protagonists. What was the name of the demon lord of yours? The bald one.
Oh, for Law of the Claw?
Mm-hmm.
You mean the lesser protagonist, the mentor figure? That was your name?
Yes.
Oh, Ronave.
Ronave. And for Jamie Weston, his little bully friends. How many of them are there? 4?
Yeah, sounds about right.
4 bullies. We'll name them later. Alrighty. Any other characters important? Aside from the lady fridge, as the feminists would call her.
The what?
The fridge trope.
You keep jumping back and forth between Ward and Law of the Claw. Let's just stick with one for now.
I'm talking about Law of the Claw now.
Okay, let's stick with Law of the Claw then.
You know what the lady in the fridge trope is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that bullshit. You know exactly what I mean by it.
Yeah, the fiance who dies.
Yeah, the fiance who dies. And no, that's not a spoiler, because that's what's going to be shown on the fucking cover.
Yeah. Heather.
No, I didn't even know that. All right. Antagonists. M.A.
Detective Aaron Davies. lesser
Oh.
antagonist.
Okay, Detective Aaron. You said Aaron Davies?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, I want you just. I bet you're wondering where those names came from.
Oh, I know exactly where those names came from. I know
was-
a couple of assholes that might have inspired this character. All
Yeah,
right, next main antagonist. Tell us about the Imam.
Yeah, Imam Tariq Al-Hazred.
Harique.
Say again?
8. Houston Alpha. Rebecca. Indigo. I
The
forgot
fuck?
Q. Harique. Harique.
Oh no, Tariq.
All right.
T-A-Q or no T-A-R-I-Q.
All right. Tariq Al-Hazred. I can spell Al-Hazred, thanks. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan of Mr. Al-Hazred's work. All right. And Randall isn't here. So do I got everybody? Yes, I got everybody. All right. Since you already got so much into it, Luke, let's start with you for the next one.
All right.
Story. Character dreams up another world he wants to escape to. Is that correct?
Well, he doesn't dream up. He desires it. He desires a new place to live. He desires a better world.
Desires a better world. Character Ronave appears from the other world and takes him there. Is that about right?
Alenta arrives, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Roundave's my thing, dude.
Oops.
Yeah.
I'm writing on the wrong persons. Luke. Delenta. All right.
Did I pronounce that wrong?
Delinta.
Alenta.
Delenta.
No, Alenta.
Oh, Alenta. Oh, shit. Alenta.
It's like placenta.
Desires a better world.
As soon as I said placenta, we lost a viewer.
Alenta
Oh, jeez.
appears and drags him off. To a better world.
I don't think it was it drags him off. I don't.
Let's say she drags him off. She appears, she tries to help her, and she gets his ass transported too. As for the telekinesis abilities, is that or the psychic powers, does that appear for people who travel between worlds? That's just a gift they receive from passing through the barrier or something?
No, that's something that they're born with.
Okay.
Yeah, if I remember.
Or you transfer to receive through blood transfusion.
Yeah.
Psychic powers are common. Have you read Psyren? P-S-Y-R-E-N. I think I might have mentioned it to you once or twice.
I don't recall.
Well, write it down, read it.
Yeah, I know you've mentioned it to me.
It's a great manga. And after you write that down, also write Tokyo ESP. It's a ripoff of Siren. That's also pretty good. Both are good mangas. I highly recommend them, and especially for your story, I think you could get a lot of inspiration for it. Both are, well, no, Siren is a kind of two-world situation as well.
From what I understand, it's also very heavily influenced by BioShock.
What?
Or that's what Artistic Layman said to me. That his story is.
Oh, his story. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I should write that down. Inspirations.
Hey, Luke, you ever thought about taking some inspiration from Pilgrim's Progress?
That's not the kind of story I'm making. Although, actually, it would be good for like this character development.
All right.
Am I right to suspect a Warhammer 40k influence?
No, I never heard of Warhammer 40k when I made this story.
Oh, okay.
Inspirations. All right, Coriolanus, let's move on to you. Well, first of all, inspirations. Any other stories that inspired yours? That could be useful. This could be-
Mishmash. It's kind of like Fantastic Four, X-Men.
Fantastic Four. X-Men. All right. Simple enough. Luke, any other inspirations besides Bioshock?
I want to say X-Men, but there isn't that. It doesn't have that whole other like social conflict dynamic.
What about there was a. Okay, I'm going to describe a movie. If any of you can name it, fantastic. Main protagonist is a pyrokinetic. She's a girl. The antagonists are a bunch of people creating psychics. One of them has the power to cancel other people's psychic powers. One person has the power. They're all like little kids, little boys essentially. One person has the power to command you and make you do what he wants, etc. and so forth. Anybody ringing a bell?
No.
Girl.
That could describe a lot of things, to be honest.
Firestarter is apparently the name of it. Firestarter movie. Let's see if this is correct.
Oh, that's Stephen King. Okay.
Nope, that's wrong. That's not the one. Huh? Firestarter 2. It looks like it could be her. Yep.
Yeah, if you're talking about the Firestarter movie with Drew Barrymore, that was based off the Stephen King book.
Firestarter 2. That looks like it's it. Yep. Firestarter 2 is what I was thinking of. Could also be a good inspiration for you if you want to write that down and watch it.
Hey, nonsensical. If I might add on there one more inspiration, Infamous 2.
Absolutely. Okay. Not a bad inspiration at all. Not bad at all. And the reason I'd like to know what the inspirations are, because that would help me and other artists involved say if they're ever in a rut, saying, how should I stylize this? I can just go read some of your inspirations, and say, okay, I can get a little something out of this. Rayce, inspirations.
The Boondock Saints.
Wait,
and
what?
Crow. What?
Boondock Saints. Oh, right. All right. Never mind. Sorry. I
Yeah.
always think of Boondocks.
Yeah, that's not even close.
Crow. Just Boondock Saints and the Crow?
Those are the main two, as far
All
as the actual
perfect.
vigilante justice parts of it. I just threw in the
That's
werewolf
not-
demon shit because I like that shit.
All right. What were you saying,
That's not to
Rex?
say, Rayce, that you can't have Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus is fun.
I actually don't know who that is, but that betting is
Oh, Rayce. After the stream, I'm going to send you the greatest Uncle Ruckus clip ever.
Which one is
okay.
it? Just from...
So Uncle Ruckus is pretending to be a Catholic priest exorcising a demon.
Oh, okay. Leave it alone at that. I know exactly which one.
Yeah, Rayce is going to have a good night.
He looks like this.
Okay. Well, he's got a monocle, so he's got that going for him.
That's not a monocle.
That's his eyeball.
Oh,
Dude's fucked up.
Oh, he is.
That's how they portray any black man who's right of center.
oh, so
And
he's
if you're a black man who's right of center, this is what you look like. Or who's center. Or who's right of Karl Marx. Who's right of Gimme Dat. This is you.
Oh, the fuck?
Yep. Rex!
I'm guessing he's a 9/11 truther.
Possibly.
That yeah, we're both thinking.
Well, actually, the main character is telling a 9/11 truther.
Oh, which main protagonist? The one who pretends to be smart?
You see, one half
actually is smart.
Yeah, one half of the side one half of his face looks absolutely insane and high on coke, whereas the other one looks like he's pretty chill and high on weed.
Yeah. Rex, story time.
Yeah.
Give me pretty much just a one paragraph or less thing you could put on the back to get someone's interest.
Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be really rough.
That's fine. I'm writing it on paper. I got like 100 more pages of notebook left to burn, so I'm happy to burn.
Two couples who feel they have managed to leave their old life behind in a small town wind up being found by the organization that created them and their prize hunter, and they have to face him down.
Alrighty. How old are they all?
Oh, they're going to be at least, they're ranging between 29 and 33.
Okay. No kids involved?
Undecided yet.
Okay. Middle-aged couples. Couples born of twisted science. On the run from organization that created them. How did I misspell organization that badly?
Even with handwriting, you do typos like crazy.
Yes, I do. Rayce, I know your story. You don't have to tell me. I know the basics of your story. I have it written down. What else would we have to do for the rough draft here? We got pretty much everything we need to get started. Does anybody else have something they want to talk about that they want me to question them on?
I was hoping you'd question the guys on, like motivations and, character flaws and shit like that. Stuff that matters.
Well, that's a bit more detailed, but I suppose I can put that on the back here. That's for character models when we create them. All right, I'll go and create a section for character models. Character.
You question them first. I had to use the restroom real fast.
Yeah, it's fine. Do.
Here's a little newsreel for you guys. I was just looking it up while I'm talking with you guys.
Go.
Air Force Academy reveals black student was behind racist messages.
Oh yes, I know.
The school's superintendent condemned the racist messages in a viral speech after 5 black students found them scrawled in their dorm. Well, if you can't find racism, make it.
Sorry, I'm counting pages right now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rex. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, I've
And
actually been
what's
wanting
the
to
last
do
guy's
a
name?
character
Randall?
like this.
Randall.
What, Randall? Oh yeah, Randall Gary.
I don't need to know you guys' last names. Randall. That's for the writer to put on the front cover. All right. Character models. I misspelled race. How did I do that?
Everybody does.
I didn't misspell it. RACE.
How? Okay, how?
RAYDE.
Oh, dude, no.
Yep.
Dude.
And it's exactly the type of misspelling you'd expect from a typo, because C and D right next to each other. All right, Luke.
Yes.
Going to do just list off all the characters in alphabetical order, if you can. Or just if you have them written down. Same. All of you do that. Like, get your characters in alphabetical order for me, will you?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. A lot of characters, dude.
Just the main important ones.
Okay, fine.
The ones that you need to write every detail about. And whoever's done first, let me know.
Okay, wait, what are we doing here?
Just write down all the names of your characters in alphabetical order if you can. The important ones.
I am currently separated from pen and paper.
Oh, how about your phone?
I could do that,
Don't you have
couldn't
a notepad app?
I do
Notepad
have
app is
that.
useful, children. Use it. I use it all the time. Whenever you get an idea, write it down a notepad. Have an interesting dream, write it down a notepad. Transfer it later. That's advice for anybody watching this video. You witness a crime, write it down in a notepad.
Hope like hell it's not a death note.
For the antagonist of yours, Rex, for some reason I'm imagining the agent from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, he's
Agent Bishop.
Hmm?
Agent Bishop
Who's that?
from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, you'll have to bear with me. I wasn't paying much attention to it.
The 2003 TMNT. The best one. Oh, he came back in one of the 3D remakes. So he must have come back in the new cartoon too. He looks so bored. I like how he looks. All right.
Oh, that's a good point. Like, how would I describe the guy?
What was that Nicolas Cage movie where he came back from hell to get his revenge on this dude? There's this agent of hell chasing after him.
Get angry?
Nicolas Cage. Cage, get angry. Nope. Oh.
Actually, picture him
yeah,
kind of like
Drive angry.
Oh, drive angry. Thank you. Yeah, I was halfway there.
yeah. Actually, picture him more of like Nicolas Cage's character from Lord of War.
Lord of War.
Whenever you talk about it, I just got the picture of that guy who was the head of the Reapers from Logan for some reason. Even though I know that's nowhere close. I have my alphabet soup ready for you.
Okay, let me turn to your page. Rayce, lay him on me.
All right, Detective Aaron Davies.
Aaron Davies. Somebody get potpourri earrings for those two. Next.
Ahmed El Hazred.
Alderman? Oh, the kid. All right.
Hey, Roberts.
Hey, I'm writing.
Sorry.
If I write too fast, I'll make tons of mistakes. And you'll give me shit. All right, next.
Clay Roberts.
Clay Roberts.
Roberts.
Yes.
Ranove.
Ranove. Next.
And Imam Tariq El Hazred.
That's it for now?
As far as main characters go, yeah.
What about the fiance?
Well, yeah, okay, Heather.
Heather.
I didn't put her down because she's only in the one scene.
Oh, I think we have hell in this universe. I think we can bring her back in very disturbing ways.
That's not what I have in mind.
Uh-huh.
That's a,
or we have characters
we're
that
not
make
even
it seem like she came back. Or we can have characters that make it seem like she came back in really fucked up ways. But I'll leave you to that. That's your writing job.
We could absolutely do that, but yeah, that wouldn't even be coming up until much later.
Yeah.
because we're not getting that deep into the hellish elements of it for the first few arcs.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's mostly Earth-based content.
Cool. Now, Luke, just give me the list.
All right, Alenta.
Spell it.
Alenta.
Next.
Jacob.
Jacob. Next.
And Jason Manston.
Jason Manston.
Jason.
Yeah, that's what I said. Jason Manston.
Yeah.
Next.
Michael.
Michael.
And Sasha.
Sasha. Very masculine name. You guys need to watch Young Justice Abridged. Superboy is like, my name's Sasha. It is manly name. He's all Russian and shit. You call me Sasha. Well, why don't we call you not Clark, whatever Superboy's name was. It's like, no, Sasha. I'm hungry. Where is mother's nipple? Nipple. Because he's like fresh out of the incubation chamber. Shit's hilarious. All right, any other characters? Luke?
That's it.
All right, Rex. Actual names, not nicknames.
Shit.
Oh, you don't have them? That's fine. Just give me the regular names then.
Okay, well, I did come up with the main nemesis's names as well, and
Cool.
2 side characters while I was thinking about it, since I've been
Fantastic.
thinking about them for a while.
All right, give them to me.
Okay, so main nemesis, his name is Apex.
Apex. Next.
Brimstone.
Brimstone. Wait until I say next. Next.
Okay, main military villain, General Carl Robertson.
Carl Robertson. General. Next.
Danny Howard.
Wait. It's spelled with a C. Duh. Danny Howard. Next.
Madeline Howard.
Madeline Howard. It's amazing how I'm able to write half cursive, half print. It's just the way I write. Oh well, next.
Mantle.
Next.
Surge.
Next.
Torrent.
Torrent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fantastic. All right, Luke, you got anything for me? Oh, you already did yours. Rayce, Luke, Rex. Oh, I got it all. All right. Instead of just, do you guys want to jaw jack about your characters, or do you want to write everything down, and send it to me so I can write it down? Your choice.
I will write the stuff about my characters down.
Alrighty. Luke?
As will I. Or do you need specifics?
Unless you want to chat about it right now, which is all fun and good.
Okay. We can chat about it.
Alright, let me turn to your page. Alright, Alenta. Let me write down Alenta. Am I right to assume she's female?
Yes.
Luke, are you identifying or assuming your character's gender identification?
He's
Yes.
determining his character's gender identification.
Oh, even worse.
Yep. I
You will
say
be-
what
Luke,
you are.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
will
look
be
out, Luke. You're going to be having Antifa behind your closet doors,
you will be female and you will like it.
Mm-hmm.
if they can fit.
Oh, if they could fit. Oh, that's great. Age.
Oh, she would be early 30s.
Blurb. Give me a blurb on her. Oh, wait. Origins. What's the name of the world she comes from?
New Salah.
New Selah. Selah, right?
Mhm.
Affiliations. Particularly any organizations, military, etc.
She is let's see, what's the word? Oh, she's basically the hero of her. Well, that's not what the word is. She's basically she's the hero of basically the hero of the state or the hero of the community. She's how do I describe that? I guess she's a prime. Well, she's a prime agent of the New Salah government.
Prime agent of New Salah.
And
family.
She's named colloquially the Iron Rod of New Salah.
Ooh, before we'll put that under moniker. What's her name? Moniker?
The Iron Rod of New Salah.
The Iron Rod of New Selah. Family.
Father killed and mother still alive.
Father deceased. Mother alive. Alrighty. Motivations?
Well, after the rebellion, she became the lead devoted to the protection of the city, of the world in New Salah, and what desires the extermination of all the rebels.
Desires extermination of rebels. And protection of, or how about, and welfare of New Selah.
All right.
Excuse me for a second. I have food being delivered. I'll be right back.
Speaking of food being delivered, I found out that there is a pizza company in Chicago that will ship deep dish pizzas to other states.
States?
So, yeah, they'll ship you deep dish pizzas from Chicago to anywhere in the country in a frozen package. And then you just throw them in the oven and you're good. You ever heard of Giordano's?
No.
I just found out about them from a friend of mine. Hey, Giordano's Pizza. I have friends of mine who sing their praises up and down all day. In their Twitter, yeah, that's like fantastic deep dish pizza porn.
All right, I'm back. Deep dish pizza porn. Love it.
No, I'm not in the sense that you're thinking of. I literally mean there's a pizza place that serves really good pizza and
I
looks
know.
good.
Deep dish pizza porn sounds like pictures of deep dish pizza to me.
Oh, that's very deep pizza.
Oh.
Alrighty. Character flaws.
Let's see. She's potentially ruthless.
Not a character flaw. And too vague. Get back to that later.
What's wrong with ruthless?
Too vague. Here's a character flaw. Goes berserk or can't turn down a challenge if called a chicken or yellow.
Cough, cough, Marty McFly.
Exactly. That's character flaw. If you call him a chicken, you can get him to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, ruthless could also be a potential positive trait.
Exactly. And
too eager to be violent.
What's that?
Too eager to initiate violence.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Trigger happy, you mean. Trigger happy.
Oh, trigger happy. Character flaws can either cause damage to the character or create funny situations. That's the point of character flaws. Ruthless. Trigger happy, that's
go
better.
Either way.
All right. Randall, you got any? Oh, he's not here.
That sound about right? Luke, does that sound about right? Trigger happy?
I guess.
Tell me about Apex.
Apex?
Oh, you're talking to me.
Yeah, I'm talking to Rex now.
Oh.
Hang on, let me write down the stuff I just wrote down. Sex, age, origins, affiliation, family. Moniker. Motivation. All right, sex, male,
Yes.
age,
Oh, he's going to be about 31.
origins,
He went to the same school as the other four, and he was a reprehensible shitbag.
same school. Affiliation,
Government, military.
is there a name for this organization that creates the psychics?
Not as yet.
All right, tell me when you do. Family,
Family. Gonna go with no.
none. All right, moniker.
What do you mean moniker?
Oh, Apex is his moniker.
Yeah.
When I get his full name, that'll be do it. Motivations, money,
Revenge and money, as well as what's that word you use when you're?
Self-preservation.
No, the other one. He's immune to any sort of government backlash.
Oh, diplomatic immunity, I think.
Yes.
that's not a motivation. Oh, I guess it could be.
No, but that's why I said.
No, like that's the goal. He wants to be. He wants to remain immune to any sort of repercussions, and he gets that by doing work for
he's
these.
bring his own app.
Yeah.
All right, flaws.
Wants to walk away.
Egotistical.
Like, how egotistical?
Like so self-assured that he thinks that his plans can never go wrong, and that's why they always do.
So, egotistical to the point of delusion.
Yes. And yes, basically like Lex Luthor or Doctor Doom
Except those guys actually succeed sometimes.
or Weinstein.
Yeah,
You knew it was
Right.
coming.
All
I did
right.
not actually. Very good.
Race.
Yes.
Aaron Davies.
Yeah.
Sex, male. Age,
I'll put him at 34.
that's pretty young for a detective. All right. Hang on. Oh,
Well, they can't all be grizzled alcoholics. They have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
origins.
Nice. I haven't thought of because it's not really relevant to the arc. So
Chicago. Say Chicago. It all makes sense then.
oh, you mean like where he's born and raised, that kind of thing,
Yes.
hometown. I'll actually go with I want to say Sioux City, but I don't know.
What's Sioux City?
It's a city here in Iowa. There's a big crime problem up there too.
All right. Do you want it to be Sioux City?
Yeah, let's go with that for now.
How
If
do
I
you
come up
spell
with something
Sioux City?
better, I'll let you know. SIOUX.
Oh, like the
You mean
native.
that's Science.
No,
What are you talking about?
that
That's a
is
native
Sioux.
tribe. That's Sioux.
Pronounced Sioux.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
okay,
as
I've
in,
always
like-
heard that. I've always heard that pronounced Sykes, and the 5 times I've heard it said.
Yeah, No, it's Sioux, as in like the Sioux lands, Sioux Native Americans.
All right. I've also heard them called the Syaks. All right, family.
That's not correct. None that are relevant to the story. Again, he had a wife and kids. He
Had?
No, he does not have any wife and kids.
Okay.
And he doesn't have any family living close by. They're never mentioned anywhere in the story because it's not relevant.
Full family, not present. Moniker, non-applicable. Or does he have a moniker?
No, because this isn't really a superhero type of story. People don't have aliases.
Well, people still usually have nicknames. I'd recommend watching, actually, I'm going to name check Spoonie here, his Counter Monkey episode on How to Dungeon Master a Great Game, where he talks about naming characters.
Okay.
Motivation, he's a detective. That should do it.
Yeah.
Flaws, am I to assume that he follows the law to a T and won't step outside it even when it could lead to victory? Something like that?
Yeah, exactly. He's very Apollonian that way.
That's a new word to me. How do you spell that?
Apollonian. It's basically a fancy way of saying strict, rigid, tight ass.
Philosophical and literacy concept or dichotomy based on certain features of ancient Greek mythology. Many Western philosophers. Creative works. What the fuck?
Yeah, it literally comes from Apollo.
Rational, ordered, and self-disciplined aspects of human nature. Follows the law to the T.
Yeah, that's basically Apollonian is just a fancy way of saying that. Sorry about that.
Doesn't necessarily have to be the law, but yeah. Apollonian in regards to the law. All right, I think that does it for today, folks. If the three of you would kindly take these things that I just said and do it for each character. If you can write it down right now, name, sex, age, origins, affiliations, family, moniker, motivation, and flaws.
How about plot? Apparently the guys still need to work on their outlines, their plot outlines.
Yes,
they need to go out there that way. Me, I pretty much already have a good, solid outline already plotted out, so really it's just a matter of getting the specifics down, but that can be done another day. They apparently need the extra help because they're still in the very beginnings.
All right. Is that all today, folks? Do you want to close this out, Rayce?
No, I literally just said that they ask them questions about their plots.
Right now?
Yeah, that's literally what I said.
Well, haven't we already determined that they haven't figured it out yet and they need to finish writing that? Isn't that what you just said?
That's why I wanted you to ask some questions to help them think of stuff to get them going.
Do you have okay, here's a question. Do you at least have a beginning and middle and end for the first arc? Luke.
Yes. Michael and Alenta meet.
Don't tell us. Don't spoil anything. But do you have a beginning, middle, and end?
Yes.
Rex.
Yeah. Start with broad strokes. We'll get.
Yes. Rex, do you have a beginning, middle, and end?
Yes.
Do you have any superfluous characters you can cut out?
Nope. I cut out as many as I could. The main characters I gave you are the only ones that are going to be in it.
All right, Luke. Same question.
I gave you all my characters so far.
Huh?
I've given you all my characters.
Alrighty. Well, I need you guys to finish writing the character models before we can continue asking questions. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it off here, Rayce. Sorry. We've already been going an hour.
All right. You got those resources that I sent you regarding outlines? You've been using those?
Yeah, I have those here.
Should be right here.
Oh, here's some advice.
Have you guys,
for writing. How about this? For your outline, since we now know exactly how many chapters you're going to be doing, write a beginning, middle, and end for each chapter, then go into detail.
Yeah, start with the broad strokes, the major beats, and then get more and more specific as you go. So
Luke, you have 10 chapters. Since you have the beginning, middle, and end of your story in general, beginning will be chapter 1, end will be chapter 10, middle will be chapter 5 and 6. And then just add stuff from there and figure out exactly what needs to be told in each chapter to create a consistent pace.
All right.
Yeah.
Same for you, Coriolanus. You have 6. You have 6 chapters. So just write beginning and middle end of each chapter. So beginning of chapter 2, middle of chapter 2, end of chapter 2. Just do all that. And then next week we can discuss.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I think it'll have to be enough for now. Again, just use the advice that he told you and the materials that I sent you earlier, and you should be able to get it done.
All right.
And we'll see what we have next week.
Okay. I just want to ask one favor from you, Rayce. Is there any way that you can watch that Uncle
What's
Ruckus clip I sent you while we can hear you laughing your ass off?
Probably, but it's gonna the audio is gonna get pretty crowded.
Before that,
So
Rex,
by the
did
way,
you get a censored version of that clip? Because YouTube?
We'll just do it off air.
All right.
Okay. Close up the live chats. Watching. I hope you have, and I hope get even deeper than we did today. Because we had the deeper and deeper we go, the closer we get to actually click all the links and see you next week.